beautiful day for a neighbor. Could
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is inspired by Rockin' Beaudry. If you don't know who he is, I suggest you go subscribe to his channel right now. I was watching one of Ron's videos not too long ago, and he was discussing how much he enjoyed the Friday Music reissue of Yes, Close to the Edge. So I thought to myself, I don't have a pressing of Yes, Close to the Edge by Friday Music, and I've been picking up quite a few Friday Music titles lately and enjoyed the Kevin Gray ones quite a bit. So I thought, if Rockin' Ronnie thinks it's, really good, I think I'll take a shot and grab one. So I got it in the mail last week, and I did a needle drop of it like I do all my records. And then I noticed that I have quite a few pressings of Yes, Close to the Edge, which isn't surprising since it's one of my favorite albums of all time. So I thought, well, why don't we do a shootout, determine which one sounds the best. Now, I'm not going to tell you which one sounds the best. I'm going to let you guys determine that on your own. Okay, let's meet the contenders. First up is a Canadian pressing. This was done at the Lacquer channel. You can see it by TLC and the Dead Wax. See the label. I don't think this came out on the Red Atlantic label, but you Canadians, you let me know if I'm wrong or not. So this is number one. Next up, I have a U.S. pressing with the original 1841 Broadway labels. This was pressed at the Richmond, Indiana pressing plant. This was mastered by George Piros. You can see that by AT and then / and GP in the Dead Wax. And this is the original label it came on in the U.S. You can tell that by the 1841 Broadway address. That's how you know. That's number two. Number three is a Monarch pressing. This is on the Rockefeller Atlantic label. This is a U.S. pressing as well, and this was done by George Piros. You can tell it's a Monarch pressing by the MO on the bottom of the label here. After the catalog number, it says MO, and at some point I'll put a whole list of all the Atlantic pressing abbreviations that are out there. And there's side two. This is number three. Next up, I have the UK pressing. Don't think this came out on the Plum label, at least not in the UK. It might have in France. I believe the matrix on this is an A3B1, but I'll double check to be sure. I'll put the matrix and all that good stuff in the clip that gets played for each one of these. And I believe this is a first pressing from the UK. Throw that down there. These ones I'll show the jackets because they're new, and the other jackets are pretty beat to shit. So this is the Chris Bellman mastered 2012. I believe it was for Rhino. It was only released in Europe. This is 180 gram vinyl. Not that really matters to me, but it's in a gatefold sleeve. Get the record out. And pretty faithful to the original label, unlike our next contestant. But so this was done by Chris Bellman, I'm assuming at Bernie Grunman's studio. And the newest one, and the one which prompted this whole video, is the Friday Music reissue. I believe this was mastered at Capitol and cut by Ron McMaster. Here's the label where Friday Music puts their stamp on it. Really not a fan of that, but other than that, they're pretty realistic and true to the original Atlantic US labels. You can see the mastered by Capitol. Well, if I could find where my finger goes, right there. There's the mastered by Capitol, and that's number 6. Two pressings I no longer have, and they're the German pressings. One is mastered at Strawberry in the UK, and the other one is, I think, is a straight German pressing. I have the information in the clips. I'll put that in on the clips, all the lineage and things like that. But I no longer own those two pressings, but I do have recordings of them that I produced myself. And so those are the ones we're going to be listening to. I will be putting in a 35-second clip from And You and I, and then I'll also in the description put a link to a mega site where you can get the full song for each one. If you want to go ahead and download it and compare yourself and load it up, you can also load up the clips. I'll put the lineage on each clip, and in the description I'll put a link to Discogs for each one of them. So I guess that's about it. So let's get to listening.
something new.